Episode 115, Sports Fan Comedy Frenzy.
All right, settle down, everyone. So, being a sports fan, huh? It's like signing up for an emotional roller coaster ride without even knowing the height or the loops involved. You know you're a diehard sports fan when your emotional well-being is directly linked to the performance of a bunch of strangers chasing a ball. Seriously, if I had $1 for every time I screamed at my TV, I'd be sitting front row at the Super Bowl right now. But let me tell you, being a sports fan isn't just about cheering for your favorite team. It's also about developing a deep and meaningful relationship with your couch. I mean, I've spent more time on that couch than I have with some of my closest friends. And hey, at least my couch never let me down in the fourth quarter. And let's not forget the wardrobe of a sports fan. We've all got those lucky jerseys or socks that we believe have some mystical powers. I've got a pair of socks that I haven't washed in years because my team went on a winning streak when I first wore them. They're like the Tom Brady of my laundry pile, unbeatable. But the comical part is when you're wearing your team's gear in public, and suddenly, everyone becomes an expert analyst. You could be at the grocery store, and some random person will come up to you like, "Hey, buddy, I don't think your team's defense is up to par this season." "Really? Thanks, Captain Obvious. I didn't realize that while I was in the cereal aisle." And let's not forget the heartbreak of being a sports fan. It's like being in a never-ending relationship with a beautiful but incredibly frustrating partner. You invest so much time and emotion into supporting your team, only to have them break your heart year after year. It's like they say, love hurts, but in this case, it's more like, love hurts, and it's going into overtime. And don't get me started on the superstitions. As a sports fan, you become a master of strange rituals and pregame routines. You start to believe that your team's success is directly proportional to the number of chicken wings you eat or the specific way you arrange your collection of bobbleheads. It's like we're part of some secret society that trades touchdowns for touchdowns. But you know what? Despite all the heartbreak, the superstitions, and the countless hours spent glued to the screen, being a sports fan is something truly special. It brings people together like nothing else. We may argue and banter, but at the end of the day, we all share the same passion. And there's nothing quite like the euphoria of seeing your team come out on top and celebrating with fellow fans. Strangers turn friends in an instant. So, here's to the funny, frustrating, and fantastic world of being a sports fan. May your team win when it counts, and may your lucky socks never lose their magic. Cheers, everyone. So let's talk about being a sports fan, shall we? Being a sports fan is like being in a committed relationship with a team. It's all about the ups and downs, the heartbreaks and the triumphs. And boy, does it come with its fair share of comedy. You know you're a diehard sports fan when you plan your entire life around the game schedule. Birthdays, anniversaries, even weddings become secondary to that big playoff game. It's like, sorry, Grandma, I love you, but the Super Bowl is on and Tom Brady needs my positive vibes. And let's not forget the emotional roller coaster of watching a game. 1 minute, you're on top of the world, screaming at the top of your lungs, high-fiving strangers, and the next minute, your team fumbles, and you're just sitting there, staring into the void, questioning the meaning of life. It's like sports can give you whiplash faster than a chiropractor with a sense of humor. I remember one time, I was watching a basketball game with my buddies. We were so invested in the game that we forgot to eat. We ordered a pizza during halftime, and by the time it arrived, the game was tied in overtime. We were on the edge of our seats, with pizza grease dripping down our chins, praying for a miracle. And then it happened. The winning shot. We jumped up in celebration, forgetting about the pizza entirely, and it went flying across the room like a cheese-filled frisbee. That's dedication, my friends. But being a sports fan isn't just about the games themselves. It's about the camaraderie, the shared experiences with fellow fans. I mean, where else can you scream at the top of your lungs, hug strangers, and spill beer on each other, all in the name of team spirit? It's like an unspoken bond, a secret language that only fans understand. And let's not forget about the superstitions. Every sports fan has their own weird rituals, don't they? Wearing lucky socks, sitting in a specific spot on the couch, or even avoiding washing a jersey for weeks because it brought good luck. It's like we're all part-time magicians, trying to conjure up the perfect outcome with our weird little traditions. Being a sports fan is a beautiful thing. It brings us together, creates memories, and reminds us that no matter how tough life gets, there's always the hope of a comeback. So embrace the madness, cherish the moments, and let's continue to laugh, cry, and eat pizza together, my fellow sports fanatics. So, being a sports fan, huh? It's like signing up for a never-ending roller coaster ride of emotions. One minute, you're high-fiving strangers, screaming at the top of your lungs, and the next minute, you're on the verge of tears, questioning the meaning of life because your team just can't catch a break. And let's talk about those team colors, shall we? As a sports fan, you suddenly become an expert in matching outfits like you're auditioning for Project Runway. It's like, oh, sorry, I can't wear that shade of green. It clashes with my team's logo. I've seen people spend more time contemplating their game day outfits than they do on major life decisions. But the real magic happens when you gather with other sports fans. It's like a secret society where everyone speaks the same language of grunts, cheers, and expletives. You bond over shared victories and agonize together during defeats. It's a brotherhood, a sisterhood, and sometimes even a dysfunctional family reunion all rolled into one. And don't get me started on superstitions. Every sports fan has their own rituals and quirks. I once knew a guy who believed that wearing his lucky socks would ensure his team's victory. But those poor socks had seen better days, let me tell you. They were so worn out, they had more holes than a slice of Swiss cheese. I'm pretty sure they were held together by sheer hope and a sprinkle of desperation. And let's not forget the joy of sports commentary. Those commentators have a gift for stating the obvious in the most dramatic way possible. He throws the ball. He catches it. Incredible. Thanks, Captain Obvious, I had no idea what just happened until you screamed it into my eardrums. But you know what? Being a sports fan is like a love affair. It's irrational, passionate, and occasionally borderline unhealthy. We invest so much time, energy, and emotional well-being into these games, and yet, we keep coming back for more, season after season. So, fellow sports fans, embrace the madness, embrace the roller coaster of emotions, and remember that win or lose, at least we're getting our daily dose of cardio from all that jumping, yelling, and pacing. And if all else fails, there's always ice cream to soothe our wounded souls.
And that wraps up another laughter-filled episode of Not So Funny A. If you enjoyed the jokes generated by our AI algorithms, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our comedy-loving community.